Hey guys, rustmarrow here and welcome to my Japan haul video. Let's start with the very top of my shelf, which is actually a new edition because prior to this I actually didn't keep the boxes of all the deluxe Kamen Rider stuff I purchased, but I realized, you know what, they actually make pretty good display pieces, and I decided to just fill up the top of my shelf since it's always been empty. So there we have the boxes for the deluxe Hiden 01 Driver, the Ames Short Riser, and the dual set for the Shining Hopper and Assault Wolf Progrise key sets. So I already had the 01 Driver previously, so only these two are the ones that I actually picked up in Japan. Okay, so moving down, this is the highlight of my current display shelf and current haul from Japan. This is my 01 display mantle, and I basically got all my 01 stuff on display right here. I've decided on this Japan trip to actually give up on collecting SH figure arts because they're so expensive, and I decided to start buying and collecting the Sodo series of Rider candy toy figures to display instead. And I gotta say, I am totally not disappointed with my decision at all, because despite the price, each of these are basically just like 800 yen in total, 400 yen for the action body and 400 yen for the cross armor parts, and then you'll have to combine them in order to create these figures that you see here for a total of 800 yen, 400 yen each. That'll be about, well, you could say about $10 for each of these pieces, at least in Singapore dollars. For those of you guys who live in the US, that'll probably be less than $8 US. So these are so affordable compared to the SH Figure Art series, and you don't actually lose that much, I feel, because these actually look really nice, and I don't regret my decision at all. Of course, in the center we've got Rising Hopper with Shining Hopper, looking cool right on the left there, and I put my Breaking Mammoth Progrise key just behind them, and the 01 Drivers behind them right there too. On the right we have the Ames display with the Short Riser, and I've got the Shooting Wolf and Rushing Cheetah Progrise keys with Lightning Hornet and Punching Kong right behind. And on the left, this is our Metsubo Jinrai display with Horobi and Jin looking super cool and awesome. I was really lucky to get these because they just came out. They came out like in the same month I went to Japan, so I managed to get them quite easily. The rest were a bit harder to hunt down because they were older, but I managed to win with my luck. And behind we've got my collection of Magir keys that I actually got from the Progrise Key Quest. I've got Kuene, Niohi, Arsino, as well as Gairu. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get Barotha, which is the one I was really planning to get. So yes, this would really be the highlight of this video. Moving down, we've got the rest of my haul from Japan. Ironically, I only decided randomly, like in a fit of inspiration, to give up on SH figure arts like on the third last day of my trip, so I actually ended up buying the SHF Kamen Rider GO before that, but this and all of my other SHFs in my collection are currently up for sale on the app called Carousel. So for those of you guys who live in Singapore, feel free to check my account. It's also called rustmarrow there. And of course, something cool for you guys that I'll be opening later on, I got a box of the Kamen Rider Iroshiki Art 5. Really hoping to get this art piece that's on display on the cover here because it looks super awesome with all the 01 Drivers revealed so far. And I also decided to get the Ultraman Iroshiki Art 2 featuring Ultraman Taiga and his buddies. And we'll see how that goes when we open it too. But from what I've seen, the artworks for that are really nice as well. So moving on to the rights, the other relics of my Progrise Key Quest. First, we've got the Yudo of Ryuso Gold. Still trying to find blue, pink, black, and green, but they're pretty old now, so it's going to be pretty difficult. And I got the ringlets of Ultraman Legend, I believe. And Ultraman Legend, I think it's a fusion of two Ultras. I can't remember which. I think maybe Cosmo and the other Ultraman that appears in Cosmo. I can't remember. Is it? I really can't remember the name, but this was pretty cool, but I would have preferred one of the Ultras that I'm more familiar with, maybe one of the more retro ones. And here we've got my... wait, hold on. Okay. Whoa. Alright, let's just leave it like that. Here we've got my Yudo of Kamen Rider O's Tatoba form, and I gotta say, this looks absolutely sick. Like, through the camera, just looking at it from a glance, it looks almost as good, pretty much as good as the SH Figure Arts version. In fact, its quality seems to be a tad higher than the 01 Figure Arts as well. So for those of you guys who are going to Japan soon, do look out for these O's Sodos because they just came out. This is the Combo Change Series 1. Combo Change Series 2 will be coming out in a few months' time, which will feature the remaining combos, Tajadol, Puto Tira, as well as Shauta. The current one only has Tatoba, Gatakiriba, La Torata as well as Sagorzo. So as you guys can see, buying the little parts will actually give you the... Buying each box will give you a combination of parts that you can use to build the different forms. So I've kind of gotten the lion head already, and also some of the other parts over there, which I can use to make the other combos. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get the rest of them this time, but really looking forward to. Next, of course, we've got our double set of the Shining Hopper and Assault Wolf Progrise keys with the Assault Trigger. Unfortunately, I have no real idea where to fit them in this. If you guys have any ideas, do let me know in the comment section down below. I am thinking of like putting stuff on like the wall and maybe on the ceiling to hang things to make it even more epic, and then maybe I can fit them there. But the reason why I'm trying to leave some space here is because I really want to add the 1000 driver and Towser here once he comes out, so really looking forward to that. So on the left here, I've actually picked up a turntable this time so that I can display more hobby related stuff to you guys, and like for example the figures like the Sodos, and also maybe some model kits as well, those that I built in my spare time, and basically sort of enhance the experience of this turntable. So look forward to some new videos that'll be coming out in the future. And on the left here's some random cute stuff. On the left here we have T-Dragon, which is part of my Japan haul. I got the 4 final volumes of the series. It's a really weird manga which actually starts off as like a survival horror with groups of people volunteering to be shrunk down to miniature size in order to search for this plague-causing miniature life form from outer space called the Tiny Dragon, which is why the series is called T-Dragon. But then it explodes into some sort of like a Kamen Rider tokusatsu kind of combat fighting adventure when some of the humans start evolving and then gain the ability to combine and gain the basically abilities of like other mutated life forms, and it gets really weird from there. So it's not the best, but it's very cool to read. The Ultraman Suit manga, which recently turned into an anime series on Netflix. I'm pretty sure you guys know of it. I picked up the new volumes 12 to 14 as well as a special anthology this time around. And of course here we have other Kamen Rider related manga. First, as part of my haul, I got the 2 latest volumes of Futo Detective, the manga version sequel to Kamen Rider Double, which is really cool. The latest volume, Teru Ryu had a really nice Kamen Rider XL arc where he gets an upgrade for XL Booster. And up next we have Kamen Rider Amazon's Gaiden, Hota Ruby, which is a side story manga to the Kamen Rider Amazon series. This is really good as well. Highly recommend it if you guys can find scanlations or can read Japanese. I picked up the 3 latest volumes this time on my trip. So this series basically features the Firefly Amazon as the main character, and he's basically portrayed as like a third possible future for the Amazons in contrast to Haruka and Jin, and he's basically a cannibal Amazon. And finally, some stuff that was too big to show you guys on the shelf first. Here's another example of a Hexagear kit. This one's called the Scarecrow, looking really awesome. Let me show you guys a preview of what it essentially looks like. All of the Hexagear kits have this gimmick where they can transform into multiple forms and basically combine with the other model kits in the series to create loads of crazy contraptions as well. So that's what I really like about the series. So there's the Scarecrow for you. On the right, decided to pick up the Zoids Wild kit. This time the Snipe Terra. It's one of my favorite kits from the new Zoids Wild Zero series, and this will be my second Zoids Wild kit overall. Because honestly, while I like Zoids, the Zoids Wild designs don't really appeal to me, so I was really glad to see this one. I find it really cool. Reminds me kind of like this, like a fusion of the Terrace and the Storm Sworder from the original Zoids. And finally, here are some mini candy toy model kits. This series is called the Anima Gear series, which to me the designs are kind of like a fusion of miniature Zoids as well as Metabots, for those of you guys who remember Metabots. So really looking forward to snap these guys open and put them together, and I hope to show you guys them in a future video as well. So that's all I have to show you guys in this video. Hope I'll have all of you guys support in the coming year 2020 as we step into the next decade together with Kamen Rider 01 and the upcoming Machine Sensei Kira Major and the upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and whatever Vanguard wants to throw us as well. I do believe this will be quite an exciting year both for Toku and card games, so let's enjoy it all together. And with that, hope to see you guys next time in the next video. I know the time is now, that's right, time is on my side. I won't cry for disagree, I'll be kind as I can be.